I'm Steve. I hit 65 in August. I left school at 18. College was not an option. I got a job in BP Oil and Statoil it emerged into. I began as a trainee accountant. I went to night school in the College of Commerce in Rathmines. I gave up accountancy after 3 years. I got a job in DP, in BP, which is the early IT department. I rode that wave ever since, until I had to retire after early, albeit after 40 years at work. When I retired early, it was like a tap being switched off. I was in bereavement in effect. I was mourning a life lost. I was aware, even though I was hitting 60, I was aware that through actuarial prudence, I could have a third of my life left. I wasn't prepared to spend all those years at home on the couch, just with the paper and the dog and the snooker on TV. I needed some stimulation, some life. So once I heard about the concept of ACU and the practice of ACU, I was hooked immediately. I love the fact that I could go on a lifelong learning journey where I could learn about things that I loved, I was interested in. I did 3 modules in DCU proper. I did jazz history. I did emergence of America. I did memoir. It's writing. It's creative writing. It's memoir writing as part of AFU. But jazz history was something I loved because music was always a therapy to me, and jazz was a part of that. So I loved that. I was able to go home a month later, organise all music in the right order of the emergence of jazz. That was fantastic. I'll quote John B. Keane here. All my grey hair are like my sergeant's stripes. I've been around the block. I've been through life. I've tales to tell. I've experience to pass on. I've wisdom to pass on. I can mentor. I'm respected. If you embrace the campus experience and you're open to engagement and open to friendship, the doors of socialization and friendship open. And I have never found it awkward at all with, as I call them, kids, but they're not kids, they're adults. But I call the 18, 17-year-old kids, they're brilliant. They just energize me. But I'm also of interest to them too. To a small example, I was in a politics class and they were talking about the emergence of the modern Ireland. And it came up to the year of Haughey and the 70s, 80s and all the troubles, all that. The majority of this class were only ideas in their parents' minds at this age, but I had lived through it. So I was asked to speak on my experience of the era. People couldn't believe the tales I was telling them. The campus experience has to be embraced. Like my day would include going to a module, going to a course, but also around that is the commute to DCU, is perhaps coffee on campus, perhaps a lunch on campus, and you meet people. Out on the campus ground, blah, 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 you meet and you engage with them. And if you're open to that engagement, it's empowering, it's enriching, it's great.